Hi everyone, first name Chris, last name Makeup here, and welcome back to the channel. So I may be in a robe, but it just means we're going to do declutter today. And I'll be decluttering my eyeshadow palettes, specifically my neutral palettes. Well, my neutrals with a pop of color. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first up, I have my Makeup Revolution and Patricia Bright palette. This is the Rich in Life palette. So this is what she looks like. Colors in here are really gorgeous, and I've used this in a couple of videos, and I plan to use her in another video, so of course she's definitely a keep. Next up, I have my Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. Now, I haven't been interested in a Maybelline eyeshadow palette since the Soda Pop palette, but I'm so glad they came out with this one. Colors in here, really cute. So I hope Maybelline continues to keep up with this type of stuff, interesting color schemes. Now, next up, I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. Y'all know her. She's honestly really beautiful. Love the colors in here. So, and I've used her quite a few times. So, yeah, of course, she's a keep. I hope Anastasia Beverly Hills never discontinues this palette too. So, yeah. Next up, I have the e.l.f. New Classics palette. This one kind of took me by surprise because there's some cool tones in here, and I'm not really a fan of cool tones, but I ended up liking this palette, so, and I have used this a couple of times, so yeah, she's a keep. Next up, I got my Milani Gilded Desires, but I'm sorry, y'all, all these are reflective. But yeah, next up is the Milani Gilded Desires palette. This was a ride or die for me. Like, you can tell because I hit like pan on 2 shades, but and this one got busted up upon delivery, but you know, I wasn't going to use that shade anyway. But I think it's time for her to go. I don't reach for her anymore, so she about to go. Goodbye. Next up, I got my Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2. So she is I'm gonna keep her because the colors in here are nice. I might keep her for like a little while longer just to see how I do. I do like her though, so she's nice. And next up, I got my Carity palette. This is the Nudes and Rudes palette, the 15 pan before the redesign. Okay, it kind of pains me to do this, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I do have some sentiment behind it though, because this is like the first eyeshadow palette that really got me into eyeshadow. So yeah, it pains me to get rid of it, but I don't reach for this anymore, and I have so many more neutral palettes that I reach for, or eyeshadow palettes in general that I reach for. So yeah, this was a nice staple to get me into it, but sadly she has to go. Now for my Colourpop corner. Yeah, quite a bit in here. So I guess I'll start with my little 9 pan. I have the Makeup Shayla and Colourpop Proceed with Caution palette from her 3rd collaboration. So as much as I enjoyed using this palette, I'm gonna let her go because the shimmers in here are very, very chunky. This is the type of palette where you have to do your eyes before your face, because if you don't, you know, do all that work on the complexion, and once you just, you know, it gets fucked by a little bit of shimmer, you're gonna rage. So yeah, she's gonna go. Then I'll go with my 12 pan palettes. Yes, I got 4 of them right here. Yeah, I got 4. So I guess I'll start with my Yes Please palette. It's not the oldest one I have, but I'm gonna start with her. So this one, love the colors in here. Very basic, but I still end up reaching for her every now and then. I've had this one for a while, and I don't think I'll really get rid of her anytime soon. Next up, I have the Whatever palette. I really do love this one. Colors in here are really cute. And honestly, I didn't purchase this. I got this as a gift from someone I follow on Instagram. Dark Sea Makeup Daily, I think, was who I got it from. Honestly, shout out to her. She's wonderful. Yeah, so this gives me more reason to never let this go. Plus, I have used this a couple of times, and I love it. Well, sans the glitter. Fuck the glitter in here. I don't know. I just don't. I feel ugh about glitters and eyeshadow palettes, but meh. Anyways, I have the Rendezvous palette next up. This was an Ulta exclusive, I think from like 1 or 2 years ago. Colors in here are really pretty, of course. I think it was either a spring or summer release. It makes me sad that this got discontinued. I don't know. Maybe they'll bring it back or something. Maybe one day. Who knows? Colourpop's kind of unpredictable. They're simultaneously predictable and unpredictable, so you never know. But yeah, I'm keeping this palette. She's nice. Now, my Dream Street palette, however, I'm gonna get rid of her. I only ever use her like once or twice. I don't reach for her like I reach for my other Colourpop palettes, so yeah, she's gonna go. And lastly, I have this 16 pan. This is the Perception palette from Makeup Shayla's first collab with Colourpop. And let me tell you, it pisses me off that this got discontinued. Because I would have, if I could recommend a Colourpop palette to y'all, this is one I could recommend. It's beautiful. It's so versatile. It's got a nice mix of neutrals and colorful shades. So yeah, this is a fantastic palette. But yeah, again, sadly, I think it's discontinued because I tried to check on the site before and I didn't see it. It was nowhere to be found. Just sad, but you know. So I'm decluttering 4 neutral palettes, decluttering 4 and keeping 9. So thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. You can like, subscribe, do whatever, but just know that I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and follow me on my Insta, Chris_makeup. Peace.